Well, breaking this morning, the LAPD has declared all of downtown an unlawful assembly area, and President Trump promising thousands more National Guard after 3 days of ICE protests. Today in the Bay's Kris Sanchez is in our newsroom, and Kris, Governor Newsom is taking a stand against the president.
Good morning to you, Scott and Ginger. Governor Gavin Newsom wants the National Guard out of California and announced that he will sue the Trump administration over the Guard's deployment. The governor says that if the border czar wants to make good on his threat to arrest him, that Tom Homan knows where to find him. In the last 20 minutes, the Department of Homeland Security posted a series of texts reading in part, the riots in Los Angeles is the natural consequence of politicians vilifying our ICE law enforcement, comparing them to the Nazi Gestapo, igniting these riots. Now, Governor Newsom blames the chaos on the streets of Los Angeles on President Trump after weeks of immigration raids at workplaces and schools and courthouses and other sensitive areas, and the deportation of many of those folks without due process. Now, while California has worked with the National Guard before, we know that in earthquake zones and in other disasters, the governor says there's a process for this and that the president did not follow it. In an exclusive interview with NBC, Newsom said the president lit the match and is putting fuel on the fire, and he had a direct message for the president.
It's time for you to be a commander-in-chief of the United States of America, and I will have your back if you want to work in a relationship of trust and truth in the spirit of our founding fathers. But you come after poor kids, you come after families, we will do everything in our power to stand up and stand in your way.
In the last half hour, the governor reiterated that threat to sue the Trump administration, saying, quote, "We're suing him." Parts of LA are now an unlawful assembly area, as Scott said. The 300 National Guard members in LA are just the first of 2,000 that the president wants to send. And we now can report that 500 U.S. Marines are preparing to deploy from their base about 150 miles from downtown Los Angeles. Now, here in the Bay Area, protesters showed solidarity with LA outside the ICE office in San Francisco. Things heated up as some protesters spray painted the ICE building, dismantled barricades, and tried to smash some of the windows. They were pushed back by San Francisco police, some of them with batons. In the end, about 60 people were arrested. And more protests are planned here in the Bay Area today at 4 o'clock this afternoon at San Francisco City Hall, 6:30 at the Mission BART Plaza. There's also a rally planned for outside San Jose City Hall at 4:30 this afternoon and at 6:30 this evening at the Mission BART station in Oakland. Scott?
Well, Kris, with immigration at the center of this conflict, we remind viewers the Immigration Institute of the Bay Area has created red cards for anyone detained or questioned by ICE officers. It summarizes your rights and how to exercise them. You can scan that QR code on your screen to download, have that available when you are out. It's available in 8 different languages, including Korean.